Last month, a viewer named Beverly from Saskatchewan left a comment on my GIS video that I have not stopped thinking about. She wrote, Linda, I am 72 years old. I worked as a school librarian for 26 years. I receive CPP, OAS, and GIS every month. Last week, I was helping my neighbor fill out some paperwork, and she mentioned she was receiving three government benefits I had never heard of on top of her CPP and OAS. Three separate benefits sitting unclaimed in my name that I had no idea existed. I called Service Canada the next morning and confirmed I qualified for all three. I have been eligible for years. Every single month for years, I left money on the table that the government owed me because nobody ever told me these seven benefits existed. Not Service Canada, not the CRA, nobody. That comment received over 1,300 replies from seniors in British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, all saying the same thing. Benefits they qualified for, benefits they had never been told about. Benefits sitting unclaimed month after month while they budgeted carefully on what they assumed was everything they were entitled to receive. Today, I am giving Beverly and every senior watching the complete list. All seven government benefits that most Canadian seniors never claim in 2026. Exactly what each one is, exactly who qualifies, and exactly how each one connects to your CPP, your OAS, and your GIS in ways nobody else is explaining clearly in one place. Before I walk you through all seven, one critical thing first. The next OAS and GIS payment date is approaching, and Service Canada will not send you a personal letter listing every benefit you qualify for but have never claimed. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now so every time something this financially important comes up, you find out from this channel before another month passes where you are leaving money behind. Now let me show you exactly which seven benefits most seniors never claim and why every one of them matters. These seven benefits span CPP, OAS, GIS, CRA, administered credits, and federal programs that most seniors receiving government benefits have never had explained to them together in one clear place. According to Canada.ca and CRA published guidance, the Canadian Senior Benefit System includes dozens of programs, credits, and supplements available to eligible seniors, and the majority of eligible seniors are not claiming the majority of them. According to Statistics Canada, over 6 million Canadians aged 65 and older receive some combination of CPP, OAS, and GIS. An independent analysis consistently shows that billions of dollars in government benefits go unclaimed annually by eligible Canadian seniors simply because no single government source proactively explains everything available to each individual based on their specific circumstances. The seven benefits I am about to describe are real, confirmed, and available right now in 2026. Most seniors are missing them not because they do not qualify, but because nobody ever explained that the benefits exist. The first benefit most Canadian seniors never claim is the Guaranteed Income Supplement Allowance for surviving spouses and partners between 60 and 64 who have not yet reached OAS eligibility age. According to Canada.ca, SGIS allowance for the survivor pages, Canadian residents aged 60 to 64 who lost a spouse or common law partner and whose income falls below a specific confirmed threshold are eligible for a monthly allowance payment even though they are not yet old enough to receive OAS. This benefit exists specifically to bridge the income gap for surviving spouses who are living on a single income before they reach the age where OAS and GIS become available. The maximum allowance for the survivor is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average recipient receives less based on their specific income situation. Who qualifies includes Canadian residents aged 60 to 64 who are widowed and whose net income is below the confirmed threshold on Canada.ca. Who does not qualify includes seniors who are divorced rather than widowed, those whose income exceeds the threshold, and those who have remarried or entered a new common law partnership since losing their spouse. The second benefit is the GIS income replacement option that allows seniors whose current year income is significantly lower than their prior year tax return income to have their GIS recalculated immediately rather than waiting until the next July recalculation. According to Canada.ca, SGIS guidelines, this option is available under the Old Age Security Act when a senior's income has dropped substantially in the current year compared to what their most recently filed return shows. Service Canada will not offer this option automatically. You must call and ask for it specifically. For seniors who retired mid-year, stopped part-time work, or had a significant income reduction in 2026 compared to 2025, this single phone call can increase GIS immediately rather than making them wait up to 12 months for the annual recalculation to reflect the lower income. Who benefits most includes seniors with a clear and documentable income drop from one year to the next. Who is not affected includes seniors whose income has been stable or increased. The third benefit is the federal disability tax credit and its connection to GIS that most seniors with chronic conditions have never had explained clearly. According to CRA's disability tax credit pages on Canada.ca, Canadian seniors with prolonged and severe impairments in physical or mental functions may qualify for the disability tax credit, which reduces federal income tax owed. The critical connection to GIS that almost nobody explains is this: claiming the DTC and having it correctly applied to your tax return lowers your net taxable income. Lower net taxable income reduces the income figure on line 23600 of your return. And that lower income figure is exactly what Service Canada uses to calculate your GIS through the 50-cent reduction formula. A senior who successfully claims the DTC and lowers their net income may see their GIS increase the following July in addition to receiving a tax credit for the current year. Two separate financial benefits from one application. The maximum DTC credit is a confirmed amount per Canada.ca, while the average senior who qualifies and claims it receives a meaningful tax reduction. Who qualifies includes seniors whose physician can certify that a prolonged impairment significantly restricts their ability to perform basic activities of daily living. Who does not qualify includes seniors whose conditions are well managed without significant functional restriction as defined under CRA's specific criteria. Here is the insider knowledge moment that almost nobody explains clearly, and it is the one connecting the DTC directly to GIS in a way most seniors never see. When you claim the DTC and your net income on line 23600 drops, Service Canada does not automatically recalculate your GIS based on the new lower figure until the next July recalculation. If you claim the DTC and your income drops enough to increase your GIS entitlement, you should call Service Canada after your notice of assessment is issued and ask specifically whether the lower income figure warrants a mid-year GIS income replacement review. Catching this connection in the same tax year the DTC is first applied can recover months of additional GIS rather than waiting until July. Canadians who work with retirement financial planners have this connection flagged automatically when any new credit is claimed. Most Canadian seniors on CPP OAS and GIS find out about it only after the July recalculation has already run without the benefit of the lower income figure. Now you know to ask before that happens. The fourth benefit is the Home Accessibility Tax Credit available to Canadian seniors who have made or are planning eligible renovations to their primary residence to improve safety and accessibility. According to CRA's Home Accessibility Tax Credit pages on Canada.ca, Canadian seniors aged 65 and older and individuals eligible for the disability tax credit can claim a non-refundable tax credit on eligible home renovation expenses up to a confirmed maximum annual amount per Canada.ca. Eligible renovations include grab bars and handrails, wheelchair ramps, widened doorways, walk-in bathtubs, and other modifications specifically intended to improve mobility and reduce fall risk. The credit reduces federal income tax owed and, like the DTC, can indirectly reduce net income in ways that affect GIS calculation. Who qualifies includes seniors age 65 and older who own their primary residence and have incurred eligible renovation costs during the tax year. Who does not qualify includes seniors who rent their home rather than own it, and those whose renovations serve a purely aesthetic rather than accessibility purpose. The fifth benefit is the Canada Caregiver Credit available to seniors who provide care for a dependent family member with a physical or mental impairment, and that most seniors who qualify have never claimed because they did not know caregiving created a tax credit entitlement. According to CRA's Canada Caregiver Credit pages on Canada.ca, this credit is available to Canadians who support a spouse, common law partner, or dependent with an impairment and provides a non-refundable tax credit that reduces federal income tax owed. For seniors who are caring for an aging parent, an adult child with a disability, or a spouse with a chronic condition, this credit recognizes the financial contribution of informal caregiving in a way that reduces the caregiver's tax burden. The maximum credit is a confirmed amount per Canada.ca, while the average caregiver who claims it receives a meaningful tax reduction. Who qualifies includes seniors providing care and financial support to a dependent with a certified physical or mental impairment. Who does not qualify includes seniors whose dependents do not have a certified impairment or who do not provide the level of support the CRA criteria require. The sixth benefit most seniors never claim is the Working Income Tax Benefit Supplement for seniors who continue working part-time alongside their CPP and OAS and whose employment income falls within the eligible range. According to CRA's Canada Workers Benefit pages on Canada.ca, low-income workers, including seniors with employment income below a specific confirmed threshold, may be eligible for a refundable tax credit that puts money back in their account, even if they owe little or no tax. For seniors receiving GIS who also have a small amount of part-time employment income, the specific employment income exclusion rules that allow the first $500 of employment income plus 50% above that to be excluded from GIS calculation mean that part-time work can generate both employment income and a workers' benefit credit without fully reducing GIS. Understanding how these three things, employment income, the GIS exclusion, and the workers' benefit, interact together is the kind of calculation most seniors have never seen explained. Who qualifies includes working seniors whose net income falls below the confirmed threshold on Canada.ca. Who does not qualify includes seniors whose only income is CPP OAS and GIS with no employment income at all. Now, here is the connection most coverage misses completely. These 7 benefits do not exist in isolation from your CPP, OAS, and GIS. They connect through the same net income figure on your CRA tax return that controls your GIS calculation every July. The DTC, the Home Accessibility Credit, and the Caregiver Credit all reduce your net taxable income. Lower net income means a higher GIS entitlement through the 50-cent reduction formula. Higher GIS means higher combined income that flows into provincial supplement calculations. And the GIS income replacement option and the employment income exclusion both affect how Service Canada calculates your GIS in real time, rather than waiting for the annual July cycle. Claiming one of these benefits correctly, therefore, does not just produce a tax credit or a one-time payment. It can produce a chain reaction through your GIS, your provincial supplement, and your total monthly income that compounds every single month for the rest of your retirement. Beverly from Saskatchewan did not know about any of these connections when her neighbor mentioned the benefits she had been missing. She knew she had been leaving money on the table. She did not know that claiming the right combination of these 7 benefits could produce improvements across multiple programs simultaneously through the same income figure. Beverly contacted Service Canada and the CRA over the following 2 weeks and worked with a CVITP volunteer to review all 7 benefits against her specific situation. She found she qualified for 4 of the 7 and that properly claiming them was expected to increase her effective monthly income meaningfully through a combination of direct payments, tax credits, and a GIS income recalculation. If Beverly had known about these 7 benefits the day she retired, she would never have gone a single month without the income she was entitled to receive. So here are 3 steps you can complete this week. Step 1, log into your CRA My Account at canada.ca/en/revenue-agency and review your most recent Notice of Assessment. Look at your net income online, $23,600, and ask yourself whether you have claimed the DTC, the Home Accessibility Credit, or the Caregiver Credit in any year where you qualified, because each one that was not claimed represents a potential amended return and a GIS income recalculation you may be entitled to request. Step 2, call Service Canada at 1-8002-779-914 and ask specifically about the GIS allowance for the survivor if you are between 60 and 64 and widowed, the GIS income replacement option if your 2026 income is lower than your 2025 return showed, and the employment income exclusion if you have any part-time work income alongside your government benefits. Step 3, contact the CVITP Free Tax Help Program at 1-8009-598-281 and ask a trained volunteer to review all 7 benefits against your specific income situation to identify which ones apply to you and how to claim them correctly in a way that maximizes the combined effect on your tax return and your GIS calculation. One important warning. Scammers are calling Canadian seniors claiming to help them access unclaimed government benefits for a processing fee or asking for personal information to check eligibility. This is a scam. Every benefit described in this video is free to apply for directly through Service Canada or the CRA with no third party and no fee of any kind. The CRA will never demand immediate payment by phone or ask for gift cards. Hang up immediately and report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre at 1-888-495-8501. Of the 7 benefits I described today, how many were completely new information for you, and which one are you most surprised you may have been missing? Drop your province in the comments because I want to understand which of these 7 unclaimed benefits is most common among Canadian seniors watching this channel, and whether certain regions are seeing more awareness of these programs than others. What we covered today is confirmed, and every one of these 7 benefits is available right now in 2026. More benefit updates are scheduled before the end of this year, and Service Canada will not send you a personal list of every program you qualify for. Subscribe now so that information reaches you here before another month passes where you are leaving money behind that the government owes you. You spent your entire working life contributing to this country. You earned every dollar of these benefits. Make sure you are claiming every single one of them. I am Canada Seniors Update, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.